remembered as the Jazz Age, the restless decade, the roaring 20s, the era of wonderful nonsense. But was it something more? A time of growing conflict between those who could accept change and those who would not. November the 11th, 1918, a day of jubilation. The Great War is over. 2 million American soldiers begin the journey home. What sort of America did they leave? What sort of America will they find? What sort of America do they want? Warren Harding takes the oath of office. The progressive era is over. America enters the age of normalcy. But what is normalcy? The word itself did not then exist. Is it modern industrial America with its huge steel mills and great dynamos moving confidently into the future? Or is it rural America? The America of comfortable, sleepy small towns, clinging to past values. The president himself describes the American small town where he grew up and says,
"What is the greatest thing in life, my countrymen? Happiness. And there is more happiness in the American village than in any place on the face of the earth."
But the small town that Harding remembers is changing. The horse and buggy is vanishing, replaced by the automobile. Henry Ford's Model T sells for less than $500 within the budget of most Americans and is the prized possession of some families who can afford no other luxury. Ask why her family owned a car but not a bathtub. A farmer's wife replies,
"You can't go to town in a bathtub."
Other women agree.
"We'd rather do without clothes than give up the car. I'll go without food before I see us give up the car."
Will Rogers says,
"Good luck, Mr. Ford. It'll take 100 years to tell whether you've helped us or hurt us. But you certainly didn't leave us like you found us."
New towns springing up along America's highways enjoy a new prosperity. The automobile is changing the manners and morals of young America. Young people now travel halfway across a state to attend a sporting event or dance. And on the way back, they can park, unchaperoned. Traveling through life faster than their parents, listening to the new invention, the radio, bringing new ideas, a new culture. Seeing motion pictures glorifying defiance and rebellion, young people are in a ferment. Parents find themselves confronted by children who want to live faster, enjoy more, experience more deeply than their elders. It is a time of rising prosperity, but declining idealism. The job of the new president is to maintain prosperity and not rock the boat. Vice President Calvin Coolidge, who broke the Boston police strike in 1919, becomes president and says,
"This is a business country. It wants a business government. The man who builds a factory builds a temple. The man who works there worships there."
It is felt that in this booming America, anybody who applies himself can become rich. The number of millionaires doubles. The automobile is stimulating other industries. Tires, paint, glass, nickel, steel, petroleum, and road building. Expanding use of electricity is creating labor-saving devices for the housewife, washing machines, vacuum cleaners, refrigerators, Housewives have more time to spend, and many of their husbands are earning more. Yet while the country continues to be prosperous, there are weaknesses in the economy. Much of the prosperity is based on easy credit and installment buying. More and more Americans are mortgaging tomorrow for what they want today. People gambling on the stock market risk their savings, hoping they can get rich quick. The country is prosperous. America has 40% of the world's wealth. And there is a continuing search for new sensations, new thrills, like flagpole sitters. And new sports heroes, like Babe Ruth and Jack Dempsey. In 1927, the country finds the perfect hero in Charles Lindbergh. First man to fly the ocean alone in a single-engine plane, Lindy glorifies the new science of aviation that is making the world smaller and bringing men closer together. But made a national law in 1920, prohibition has proved unenforceable. In an America that has 18,700 miles of border and coastline, there are fewer than 3,000 agents. Congressman Fiorello LaGuardia says that to enforce prohibition, the city of New York alone would need
250,000 police and another 200,000 to police the policemen.
The most respectable citizens frequent illegal speakeasies. There is a growing breakdown of respect for the law. Al Capone, the leading bootlegger and gangster of the day, says,
I call myself a businessman. I make money by supplying a need. If I break the law, my customers are just as guilty as I am.
Ironically, Capone is never convicted of the murders he and his gang commit. When he finally goes to jail, it is for not paying his income tax.